Your mind has one job, and it is doing what you tell it to do. I promise you, once you get this, you will be able to manifest at lightning speed. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to talk about self-image / self-concept in the spirit of this month's manifestation kit. In my Limitless Manifestation School, we talk about self-image and self-concept. So I wanted to share a little bit of a snippet of that, because when I started to change my self-image, things started to change so fast in my reality. Like, my outer reality rearranged itself according to my self-image in such a fast way. I have to share this with you guys, and if you want to get deeper into this, I highly invite you into my Limitless membership. This is our manifestation school. I will link it down below. It has so many benefits. You get to manifest in real time. You get to manifest cash in there. We have monthly Q&A calls. We have a monthly kit coming out. We have meditations in there, journals, manifestation lists, and just so much good stuff. So I'm just going to leave that down below for you. You can currently get 10 euros off your lifetime off your subscription, only for a short amount of time. So I'll leave that down below, and let's get into this video. So whether we realize it or not, we all carry with us a blueprint of ourselves, or a self-image, right? And it's often subconscious, but it is there down to the last detail. Your self-concept is the perception of the person that you are, the perception of the person that I am, right? Who am I? Who are you, right? You have a definition of words that you use to describe yourself, and oftentimes we like to describe ourselves based on the things that have happened to us, right? Like, I'm divorced, and we tend to repeat these stories about ourselves, right? So something bad would happen like once in a lifetime, like, I don't know, someone leaves you, for example, someone that you love leaves you, and then we make up these stories about ourselves, why this person has left us. And this, we don't just live that single moment that happened when the person left us once. We start to relive the past in the present moment. And this then becomes part of your self-concept of who you are. Who are you in this case? You're just a person that has been left or has been cheated on, right? And we can quickly see how these stories we hold of ourselves, when they're not positive stories, this is then how you continue to create your reality in the now, because you continue to create your future from your past rather than creating your future from the now moment. So I wanted to read a passage from the book Cybernetics about self-concept and self-image. So he says that self-concept has been built from our own beliefs about ourselves, but most of these beliefs about ourselves have unconsciously been formed from our past experiences, our successes and failures, our humiliations or triumphs, and the way other people have reacted to us, especially in early childhood. From all these, we mentally construct a self, or a picture of a self, and once an idea or a belief about ourselves goes into this picture, it becomes true. As far as we personally are concerned, we do not question its validity, but proceed to act upon it just as if it were true. This self-image becomes a golden key to living a better life because of two important discoveries. One, all your actions, feelings, behaviors, even your abilities are always consistent with the self-image, right? This is so important to know, because when you know this, you will be aware of how your self-image creates your reality. In short, you will act like the sort of person you conceive yourself to be. This is why self-image is so powerful. It also could be like summed up to fake it until you make it, because this basically means that you tell yourself something until it feels real to you, and when it starts to feel real to you, it starts to show up in your outer reality. And we do not question its validity, proceed to act upon it just as if it were true. Not only this, but you literally cannot act otherwise in spite of all your conscious efforts or willpower. The man who conceives himself, man or woman who conceives himself to be a failure type person will find some way to fail in spite of all his good intentions or his willpower, even if opportunity is literally dumped in his lap. The person who conceives himself to be a victim of injustice, one who was meant to suffer, will invariably find circumstances to verify his opinions. It becomes a vicious cycle. And this is where the RAS comes in, the reticular activating system. The reticular activating system is a part in your brain, a very smart. It is very smart, but I was meant to say small, but it's also very smart. Had a little Freudian slip there, but it's a very small and smart structure in your brain that likes to, what the RAS does is it confirms to you in your outer reality beliefs that you have about yourself, about other people. If you see a certain person at your workplace as super annoying and you just don't like them, and this is how you day-to-day think about that person will show up in the self-image that you have of them. But if you try to do the experiment with yourself. If there's a person that we all have people that push our buttons from time to time, so pick that person right now and try to send them love. Try to see them as your friend or a person that you just like spending time with, and completely switch that image that you have of them. And come back to this video and comment when they will start acting differently, because they will once you do that. And this is not about mind control, it's just you rearranging your reality based on your reticular activating system. It always trying to confirm to you what you believe about yourself and the world and others. If you believe that the world is a scary place to be in, you will attract experiences. Trust me, I am speaking from experiences. I went through a lot of abuse in my childhood, and I had to rewire my brain to know and to think that this world is a safe space, and that people aren't going to hurt me. So and we've all experienced some sort of trauma in our life, right? So if you believe this world to be a place that is unsafe for you, you will attract those experiences to you, because it's a vibration that you have in your body, and by the law of attraction it will come to you. Like attracts like. But if you believe this world to be a loving place, if you believe that people favor you and they help you and they like you, and you just have so many enriching experiences with others, that is what you will attract as well. So it all depends on how you program your mind to, like, what is the lens that you see things through, right? Is your lens dark and gloomy and gray, or is it full of colors and happy and light? So basically, when you change your self-concept to be a self-concept of whatever you want to attract, whether it's love, you could start telling yourself that, if you're trying to attract love and you've been feeling like men don't really pay attention to you, you could start telling yourself like, men really, or women, love to pay attention to me. Like everywhere I go, I have this aura and people just look at me. If that's what you want to create. If you want to create a successful business, start telling yourself, I am the best at what I do. Like I crush it. I am that person. I am her already. I am him already. I am that person that I want to be here in the now. The lights flickered again. This is confirmation. So when it comes to truly living your highest potential, you want your self-concept to work for you and not against you, so that you can manifest on autopilot. This is like this mechanism of self-concept is how you're going to manifest on autopilot. For example, I like to program my brain with like basic foundational manifestation truths. For example, I always get what I want. If you have that belief about yourself, I always get what I want, then you always get what you want. It's so simple, guys. Manifestation is easy. It doesn't have to be all hard and struggly, and no, it's easy once you get it. Another thing I like to tell myself is I'm always supported. I'm always supported. I'm so supported. I'm just always supported. Another thing that you can tell yourself is, I always make more money than I spend. I always make more money than I spend. I always make more money than I spend. Another thing, it's really just, your mind has one job, and it is doing what you tell it to do. So what are you telling your mind, right? If you keep telling yourself thoughts of failure, that's ultimately what you're going to attract. But you can install these basic, and I'm going to give you guys 3, these basic foundational truths. Is the first one that I want to give you is, I always get what I want. That's a really good belief to have about yourself. The second one that I want to give you is, I manifest instantly. And if that's a little bit too far-fetched for you, you can tell yourself, I manifest so fast. Like, I just manifest super fast. Because you've ever met these people that think that they just can't manifest because of that very belief that they can't do it, they just won't do it because they don't believe it, right? Ask believing that you will receive, and you will receive, right? It's not ask and receive, it's ask believing that you will receive, believing that you already have it, and then you get it. That's where most people get it wrong. And then the third belief that you can install in your mind is just having a belief of that new self-image about yourself. Like, who are you right now? What makes you you, right? And if there have been things that you wanted to change about yourself, good. Try to install new programs into your mind and see how your outer reality starts to reflect that. Because ultimately, like, what are the stories that you are telling yourself, and are they, because they are true for you, they are completely valid, not saying it's invalid, they're true for you, and it's what you experienced, and it's what you believe about yourself perhaps. But a question I like to ask my clients is, if we would go into a court of law, and I would ask the judge, is this person too old to get married right now? Like, let's just imagine a person has that belief about themselves, like, I'm too old to get married. I'm too old to be in a loving, amazing relationships. Like, all the good ones are taken. So if I would go to a court of law with that person and be like, is this the ultimate truth? The judge would say no, because that is not an ultimate truth that can be proven true in a court of law, right? So try to filter the beliefs that you have about yourself in that way. Like, are they ultimate truth? And you will see that a lot of them aren't. Actually, most of them aren't. And I promise you, once you get this, you will be able to manifest at lightning speed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below. Also comment if you have been able to rearrange your reality based on your new program belief. I would love to hear about your success stories, and it also helps other people. Share this video with someone that would highly benefit from it. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.